Hey guys, how you doing? I'm Matt Gear and this is Matt Gear TV. In today's lesson I'm going to show you position 3, shape 3 of the diatonic scale. So previously we've looked at the Ionian shape, shape 1, Dorian shape, shape 2, and today we're going to have a look at the Phrygian shape, which is shape 3. So these names, Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, these are the names of modes. As I've said on the previous two lessons though, what mode you're playing depends not on the shape that you're playing, but it depends on the chords that you're playing those shapes over. So you can actually use any one of the shapes that I'm showing you to play any one of the modes. It all depends on the chords that you're playing them over, because it will be those that determine what the root is that you hear and how the notes that you're playing then relate to that root. Let's have a look at this close up and you can see how it works. We're using the same three shapes that we've looked at before, so a whole step, half step, whole step, and a whole step shape. So let's have a look at shape 3, Phrygian shape. So all of these shapes we're playing in the key of G. So previously we've had a look at the major shape starting on the G, we've had a look at the Dorian shape starting on the A, and now Phrygian shape starts on the third note of the G major scale. So that's going to be the B playing here. So starting on the 7th fret of the low E string, we've got a half step then a whole step. Then moving on to the A string, 7th fret, a whole step and a half step. Same again on the D string. Then moving on to the G string, a whole step and a whole step, again starting on the 7th fret. Then onto the B string, moving up 1 fret to the 8th fret, again whole step, whole step. Finally the same again on the high E string, starting on the 8th fret, whole step, whole step. And back down again. All the way through slowly so you can see what that looks like. Now what's interesting about this as a mode is that not only do we have a minor third, so it's a minor tonality mode, but we have a minor second as well, which gives it that slightly sort of Spanishy feel. And it's the minor second that does that. I'm not going to talk much about modal theory at this point, I'm just going to show you the shapes so you can get that under your fingers. So one last time slowly. And let's just compare that sound-wise to the Dorian shape, which I showed you last time. And then to the major shape. Ionian shape rather, shape 1. So you can hear that they've all got different and distinct flavours. And we've got a major, a minor for the Dorian, and a minor for the Phrygian as well. So those are the first three modes, Ionian, Dorian and Phrygian. But again, I'm not going to go into modal theory too much because I just want you guys to get these shapes under your fingers. And that's the first three of them done. So as I said before, when you're practicing these, do them really slowly to start off with and just make sure that you get them under your fingers. You can go up and down, up and down, up and down, and just drill them until you're comfortable with those shapes running together. And what you can then do is start to come up with your own little drills and sequences. I'll show you some of those in subsequent lessons as well, but just for now, just work on those slowly, gradually building up some speed until you've got them down, and then In subsequent lessons I'm going to show you the remaining shapes, then we'll start to get into the theory a little bit more, and I'm going to give you some tab for drills and all sorts of stuff that you can do. So until next time, you guys go away and practice those. You've now got 3 shapes to play, so once you've got all 3 of them under your fingers separately, you can start trying to join them up and see how they work together. Because although these shapes, they're kind of artificial, you know, the diatonic scale is a series of notes. We break it into shapes so that we can make it into manageable chunks to learn. But the shapes are artificial. There isn't shape 1, shape 2, shape 3. It's all one big shape. And what we want to do when we've learned all these 7 shapes is basically stick them all together. So you've got one thing that you can go, where am I? I'm on this note. What do I want to play? I want to play in Mixolydian mode, or I want to play in major, or I want to play Dorian. And you just go, okay, I know where I am in this sequence of notes. Off I go. That's the point that we want to get to. But to get to that point, we need to break this down into manageable chunks. Otherwise you go, oh my god, I've got so many notes, I don't know where to start, I don't know what I'm doing, and just confuse yourself completely. So shape 1, shape 2, shape 3, get practicing those. Obviously in subsequent lessons we're going to do the remaining shapes, and then we'll start joining it up together. So start slowly, build up. Don't go too fast to start off with, because if you start playing it wrong, you're just practicing mistakes and you're going to make it really difficult for yourself to get it right. So, until the next lesson, you guys take it easy. I've been Matt Gear, this has been Matt Gear TV, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Take it easy.